I want to visit
I,
Pune
yeah, you
sometime.
can come. It's a very good city.
Hmm. I see in many Instagram videos like that. In the mountains, there are
It's
those
yeah,
rainfall
really,
water.
it's very good. You can come. Have you ever been in Pune before?
No, no. I visited
That's
Maharashtra. We Jyotirlingas are there, na? I
okay.
visited those places, Shirdi, but not
Oh,
been to Pune.
Pune is very big city and very good city. You can come.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Okay. So you did micro steps and the steps which you wrote yesterday was valid. Okay. So the reason to ask you what is micro steps, because what happens is whenever we break down any problem which we get, okay.
Okay.
For example, any customer would come to us and say, I wanted to do this. So you first understand their whole architecture. This is they would say that we have this system, this system, and they will speak in outcomes. They want this thing, and they'll say the
Hmm.
problem. So
Okay.
in order to solve that, in order to figure out the best solution for that, you always have to take pen and paper and write everything, that what they want and what are the small steps. If I completed that, it will be full thing. It will be a full, what we can say, a development. For example, if I would say someone is a customer and that person said he wants to send his XML data. He will never say, hey, we have XML and this and that. He wants to send, let's take this example only. We already have. So this case. So when a customer will come to you, and since you are an integration consultant now, he will say, कि, देखो, we are managing data in this way, and the university people wants this way. Okay, how can you help us? To do this, you have to break down this problem in so many micro steps. Now tell me what you will do. Please do not think big blocks or macro level at a time. Micro level, what you will do? This is the scenario.
Whatever the steps are there, like their unique ID, first name, last name, according to that, either I can frame in the same way with the university level.
Mhm. No, consider now we have to use SAP CPI, so no one is going to change the format. So you
Mhm.
now tell me, from today only you are going to start the development, but what is the approach? How you will start the first step? What would be the first step here?
Here, the first step is from the receiver. What kind of language we are receiving, either it is XML or JSON, we need to identify.
Yeah, that is correct. So
So,
you will
yeah.
have to get the API documentation and how we are going to say how they want the data. So you got that also. They want in this case. Now,
Um, Based on that, like what is the requirement we need to identify. Like they want either student data or student marks or anything. We need to identify. We using CPI. We can extract that things and display it over the receiver and get back the content using the CPI interface.
okay. So whatever you said was totally macro level, not micro level, because what you
Mm.
just said is first you will understand the university requirement, their API, their format, and the payload which they want. This is
Mm.
absolutely correct, right?
Mm.
The second step, what you said is the second step you said that I will configure this accordingly to you will map these fields accordingly university. That is partially correct. The reason because after identifying the documentation, now whatever you just wrote, for example, this is your points. First point is identifying this. Okay, you did that in person really. That is a good job. Secondly, you'll start directly doing with mapping. It doesn't make any sense now. First, you'll need
Mm.
this a mechanism wherein this data should come to CPI. This is the very first micro step.
Mm.
And consider that is only your project for now. Forget everything about school management to SAP CPI. How do I get my this data into CPI. This is your first micro block, and this is your first small project which you have to complete. Then only move to another topic.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I do this is,
Using APIs.
yeah, obviously using API, but let me tell you how would I do this. First step, understand the receiver, or I will say target, API documentation and formats. So for the sake of this example, we already know what we have to do. I'm just talking about the development part. One thing, what I will go to SAP CPI, will create an endpoint. You'll get confusion, but just listen to me. We'll get an endpoint. What is endpoint and what not? I will tell you. And give
Mm.
it to school management system. उसके बाद school management system developer will put a logic on the button submit. So whenever clicked, the data will come to CPI. Third thing, when the data will, so this is all your project. This is the only project. So what you have to do, I will go to SAP CPI where I will create an endpoint. So first of all, if you could see this example here, this diagram, school is not directly sending data to university, right?
Mm-hmm.
The school is sending data to first whom?
CPI.
CPI. And anyways, CPI is also a cloud-based system. School management system is also a cloud-based system. Now tell me, this system and this system, how do they communicate?
Using HTTPS.
HTTPS. Obviously, you're right. And that means a API. So in this case, you have to create an API of SAP CPI. So SAP CPI also offers us to create an API. That is called endpoint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we need to
Okay.
share that endpoint URL to the
School management
management system
people.
where the logic is there.
Right. And wherein the school management people will what they will do? They will hire their developer and they will say, भाई इस बटन पे, so there is a button called submit. उस बटन को अगर मैंने क्लिक किया, for example, if I click on that button, you make a
Okay.
mechanism or a logic, this data would become a JSON. It's his responsibility and role. Okay. So
Okay.
whatever is this, you just make it a JSON, which is your supported format, and push it to this API. This one. Simple. It will be not much effort for him. Okay.
So in this case, if the sender sends the data and the again does he get the response back? Is it a synchronous?
Obviously asynchronous call. Because CPI is also anyways going to give us them the response, no? But in
Mm.
CPI, we are not going to give us our response. We will be giving them the response. It will be a continuous communication. It will go to the university and then will give back the response. CPA separately is not going to give the response back.
Mhm.
Okay. We will see this
Yeah.
example in real time today. No problem. Okay.
So endpoint is a API URL.
Again, API, just it's called endpoint. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
So again, see here, what practical steps you have to do this to complete the things. First, I will go to SAP CPI. If I have a properly configured BTP account, I will create a endpoint in CPI and give it to school management people.
Okay.
Then school management system developer will put a logic on the button submit. So whenever he click, the data will come to CPI. This project is only which you have. Don't think any other step. First, you complete this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once you done this, once this is done, the next step what you have to do is, for example, you Anurup, you managed to complete this really well. Now the third step is what? Okay, now the data is in CPI. Clear? Now what? Now what we have to do? Tell me.
We have to manipulate the data according to the university requirement.
What exactly? That is again a macro statement. It's not a detailed statement.
We have to map the variables.
Means message mapping you wanted to say.
Yeah, because here the
Okay.
variables are different, so the machine does not understand as human understood. So we need to map the variable.
Got it. Got it. And after mapping, what?
Again, the CPI needs to send the data to the receiver. So here again, one more API comes out, right?
Correct. Which will be the university, which we already have. But one thing you missed, the data here is in JSON and here is in XML.
Okay, okay. We need to convert the JSON to XML format.
Again, there will be the logic that here it's showing pass or percentage, whatever percentage they have scored. Like I will write here 92%. So calculations must be also done here, no?
Mhm.
So let me tell you again what happens is once the data is into school management system, if school management has not put any validations, for example, if they put everything blank, what will happen then? There is no
It throws an
validation.
error.
If these people forgot to put a validation that mandatory field must only go, but somehow they forgot that and they haven't done that. And if the data just come with two fields and the rest of the other fields are blank, so what? So how we have to think in such a micro level. And what exactly this means, I will tell you. This is the whole foundation of SAP integration suite. And once the validation is done, first I will convert the JSON which sender has sent to XML.
Mhm. Okay.
Then I will do mapping of the fields.
Mhm. So what this SAP CPI understand? Any language it can understand?
Anything you can send text as well.
Okay, okay.
Mapping of the fields with the logic, calculation of percentage. Once the mapping is done, so we have data ready with this format in XML.
Okay. So the first point we need to check is whether the sender is able to send the data to the CPI or not. And the second thing we need is the requirement from the receiver, and what kind of format do we receive and how do we manipulate the data.
Will tell you. 1 second. Your iFlow is done here, Anurup. Now, tell me your question. What was your question?
I was just confirming you, not the question.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, say again. I didn't heard.
the first thing we need to concentrate is whether the sender is able to send the data to the SAP CPI or not, and the language conversion, if
Right.
applicable, if either JSON to XML
So
we need to convert, or JSON to JSON means no conversion is required.
exactly
And the most important thing next is what kind of data receiver wants, like what kind of logic we
this
need
kind
to
of
build
data
in the
receiver wants no.
Mm, yes.
Your full name is full NM, where you have to
Mm,
check because no one has sent the field called full NM, right?
yeah.
Now understand this thing. Whenever you are going to do any project now in future, any project, this is the number one step which you have to do, and no one does it. I don't know how do I get to know this, but people only fail just because they do not do this. You might be bored with this stuff, but it's really very important. Once you have completed the first step, once this is complete, then only you have to move to the other project. At the moment, you have to just stick to this first problem and think this is only your project. Once and only this is done, then only move to the second point. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you ever seen a SAP CPI screen?
Yes, I saw.
They also have something like this, the palette options, the pencil, this and that. Here I can see there are also that options. Clear?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like a puzzle. You see, now let me show you. You see, I have this in my hands. Are you able to see that?
No. Ah, okay, okay, I saw.
It's a Rubik cube, no? Like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
sir.
what I do, or what the childrens do, okay, this is yellow color. So they will bring all the yellow colors in this face, in this side. They'll bring all the orange color here, all the green color here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a puzzle. They know, okay, the green color must be here only. They know that.
Mm.
The same way, what I'm going to do to you is, we'll be teaching each and every palette option, available in the CPI. So you know what is the functioning of that, right?
Mm.
So once you are able to understand the functioning of each and every palette option, the palette is the part of the puzzle. Understand this thing.
Mm-hmm.
These small parts, you see these small parts,
Yes, yes, yes.
you have to understand every other small parts in CPI. That is called puzzles. And once you are
Mm.
able to understand and anyone gives you any requirement, you just have to map that beautifully as per the structure. And then this the output will become like this, the whole picture. Understood?
Okay.
The same way, whatever palette options are here, so these are the small steps. For example, if you
Mm.
arrange a 7 step in the first part, second in the last, will it work? The programming field, na?
Mm. It will fail.
Exact. So in SAP CPI itself, once you have a micro level step, you will have to map yourself in the mind. Okay, first step is what? I will go to CPI and create an endpoint. So how do I create an endpoint? So endpoint is created using HTTPS adapter.
Mm-hmm.
After learning the palettes, which I will teach you, you learn, okay, HTTP is made by, sorry, endpoint is made by HTTP adapter. So you'll use HTTP adapter. Then what you will use? You'll put a logic. So for logic, you will use Groovy script to check the data. After that, what you will use? So this is first, this is second. Then what you'll do? Means this third step is done. Okay, you'll put a logic. After that, what
Mm-hmm.
you'll do? You'll convert into JSON to XML. JSON to XML. After that, what you'll do? Mapping. So you'll do message mapping. I will write. After that, what you'll do? Logic. The calculation logic and all. After that, you will use what they said. Make sure you have the data which is needed by target system. So that you will make in content modifier. After that, what you'll do? You'll use request reply to push the data to the university API and get a response back. So you'll do a request reply. Again JSON to XML converter, because the response will come in JSON, no?
Mm-hmm.
And then again send to the school. This is how your iFlow will be. Got it?
Yeah, yeah, got
Because you understand why this is super important, because people don't do this. They directly jump into development stuff, and directly they stuck there. If you wanted to do everything in the first go or in the minimal attempts, always do this in the micro level. Because whenever we are creating this now, we already know how the iFlow is going to become. Got it?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
So now, Anurup, let me share, stop the screen once again. Now you know API fundamentals. Now you know how the micro level steps work. Clear? To become a proper integration consultant, the only two steps are left now. First one is the whole understanding of the small puzzle parts that we called palette. And for example, just for the sake of example, if you know every other palette option now, understand by heart,
Mm.
clear?
Yeah, yeah.
And if someone gives you any requirement, any two system integration requirement, what you will do? You will write a micro steps.
Mm-hmm.
Then once you write the micro steps, you will be able to map it to those palette options or those puzzle parts. So you know the sequence now, how I'm going to place this. Clear?
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
And once you place those, your integration is ready.
Yeah. So we need to be
Clear?
more familiar with the palette functions.
Exactly. Parallel functions is the very important part. Then only you'll be able to understand, okay, this I have to use. And once you know every palette options in the mind only, you will be able to figure out, okay, to solve this problem, there are already three options in CPI. Which one I should choose? That comes with practice only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So micro steps, you come to know what is that. And it was very important because people absolutely ignore that thing and they get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Everything comes directly, no. If we go micro level, chunk wise, we can do anything. Clear?
Mm.
Okay, can you show me your BTP account? It was not working, na? Is it working now? Or shall I give it my credentials
It
to
is
you?
not working.
Is it not working, na? No problem.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I will give you
It
my
is asking
credentials.
me authentication, but I was unable to receive the OTP to my mobile. It is showing that SAP disabled this currently.
Yeah, there might be some issues because I was also trying to activate some service API management service. It was not happening that time.
Mm.
I will give you my credentials, no problem.
Okay.
Within 2 3 days, we'll create one account for you.
Mm.
But
Okay.
you do you know how do we open the BTP account?
I know. I used previously.
Okay, share the screen. Now we will start things practically. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
So this was important lessons, which was very essential for you to have the learning. If I would start directly with saying you, okay, this is HTTPS adapter, this is this and that, again it would be of no use.
Mm. Are you going to teach the some terminology also, like entitlements, sub accounts, environment, Kaima, Cloud Foundry, all these things?
Okay. Before BTP, na, for that we'll
Yeah.
take a separate class. I also wanted to guide you on this. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
For that we'll take a separate class. I don't want to break the the
Same.
momentum here.
Mm-hmm. But that is also important, right?
Obviously important. I will see here in BTP also there is so many things connectivity. It's very essential for us. Entitlements here, all the stuff I will be teaching you. But the priority should be this first.
Okay.
It's taking time to load. Allow me 2 minutes. Let me shift the Wi-Fi. I don't know why it connected here. Let me connect this one. Okay. The Teams call might fluctuate. I'm shifting the
Okay,
Wi-Fi.
no,
Okay.
no issues, no issues.
Okay. Internet is good now. I'm sorry. So this is integration suite, which we call.
Okay.
It is our platform wherein we work. Okay. So I was doing something yesterday, like API management and that stuff, but we'll share you. So my account validity is just for 5 days now. For 5 days, we'll use this, and later on, we'll figure out something for you. In the
Okay.
meantime, it will open, the service will start. That is not a big problem. Okay.
Okay.
Let me open this thing. Each and every option I will be teaching you. Don't worry on that. Each and every option. So, Anurup, whenever we create any integration, there is a concept called package. Package is nothing but a folder. We organize everything where folder wise in our PC, or while doing development, also coding. I don't know if you have done any coding in the past, but there are packages, there are folders in which we organize the thing, right?
Yes.
So this is called packages in SAP CPI. So I would write here, instead of writing practice, SAP to non-SAP integration.
Okay.
Practice for Anurup. I save this package, and in the packages there are called artifacts, where actual iFlow is there. So you go to see, wherein you go to artifacts, you go to add, and you add the iFlow here. When I was doing in 2021, there were only 2-3 options here: iFlows, APIs. Rest, nothing was there at the time.
Okay.
So this eventually got
That was
added
the
and
initial
added.
time for the CPA, right?
Yeah.
2021.
Only 2 options were there.
Mm-hmm.
Even migrate was not that. What does migrate mean? Migrate means those who are using PIPO and now wants to migrate those same integrations to integration suite. So this is the thing. How you do it? Migrate process. Once you click on that button, you'll select the system. So how do you get the system here? So you'll have to connect the systems from here first. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Then you'll be able to see the system here. Then you go to next step. You select the specific what we say ESRs and IDE from PIPO. Then map message mapping from ESRs, and then next and all the stuff come here. Okay, you'll find documentation. But now let's come to our point. I will also tell you what this stuff is. Message type, data type, service interface. These 3 things are for PIPO. These 3 things are from PIPO. So currently we cannot use this stuff. It's used in the time of migration only. Okay.
Okay.
It's not
You tell me
specific
about the
thing.
migration also, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Integration adapters, script collection, integration flow, this all stuff I will tell you. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to integration flow. That is called iFlow. I is for integration and flow. Okay.
Okay.
So this is artifact. Package is first. Inside a package, there is an artifact. In that artifact, you have an option to see. Git import was also not there few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even I'm seeing this for now.
Okay.
Okay. So there is an option of create, upload, and get import. So what is create? You have to create an integration flow on your own. Upload means what someone has already created that. You just have to upload the file here. Right? So now let's go to this. And first, SCP to non SCP. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So in artifact, we created the artifact. So here is the iFlow. It's the version. So whenever you open any iFlow, you'll be able to see a blank canvas and the palette options. Okay. You see now? Okay. Now, is it familiar to you that whatever we discussed here, school management system, then PIPO or CPI, and again our university. You see now the same thing is here. This is sender means school management system. This is our logic hub, which is integration process or CPI, and this is our receiver. Clear?
Okay. Yeah. Clear.
So every other stuff, what we discussed point wise here, we are going to do inside this thing. Understood?
Yes. Yes.
PIPO is not like this. It's the CPI. In CPI, they have made it so simple that you are able to imagine the things here only. Okay, how the data is going to flow. But PIPO is very different thing. Sorry. Now, as you know, here are the palette options above. Let me show you one by one. Go to edit mode first, then it will be not grayed out. So here are the list of palette options. Got it?
Yeah.
So once you're familiar with each and every palette option, how it works, what is the use of coal enrich and where do I use, then you'll be able to develop anything. Just the thing is, you have to understand this thing by heart. Only this much. Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Now let's start with the palette without wasting time. I will not take much of the things. It will take time. This thing is gonna take a lot of time, okay? But what happens is, every time we learn this, after 10th lecture, we'll be coming to this point, for example. So you do not have to forget this thing. That is why I will be giving you some homeworks, which will be totally outcome based. I will be not asking you to use HTTP this and that. I'll be giving you direct problems which you have to solve.
Okay.
Okay. I will never say use HTTP, use OData, and use this and that. Never. That's not my style of teaching. Okay. You'll have to
Got
figure
it.
out which event or which palette option I have to use. Then only the simultaneously the practice will keep on going on. Okay.
Okay.
Without wasting time, let's go into this. Now the first palette option is copy. What is okay? Before that, what exactly is this? You have any knowledge about programming?
A little bit, but long back.
No problem. Uh, 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 in copy, what happens is, in programming, what happens is, if you have to make a screen like this, like a screen like this, where you have to use two buttons, sorry, not two input options and one button. So how a developer does is, he writes a code. For example, in HTML, how he does is this, a form, right? No, button one, No, not button one, a text box. Again, a text field. A button. Then end a form. And HTML. Right? So after doing this, what happens? This kind of interface creates. Clear?
Yeah.
So now the world has evolved, and what people have done is the concept was introduced called low code, no code. Did you know low code, no code?
Yeah.
Wherein WordPress is the thing where we create websites, but not without coding, with drag and drop like this. If you
Yeah.
wanted to create a button, take a button from here, just draw it here. If you wanted to create a checkbox, drag it here and do it here, right? You know that?
Yes, I know.
So you do not have to do coding. So what WordPress people has done in the backend, it's this thing only. It's coding only. But they have created a set of groups. Try to understand this very carefully. If, for example, they have created a set of groups, text fields, okay, just a text field here. So, and this code, a piece of code, they have given back behind this button. You know this square button, which is of a button. So they have put it beside behind that. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Just to make it user friendly. So when someone will use this option and just simply draw this code in the backend is coming up. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Same thing is here. Integration suite is a low code, no code tool. It totally runs on Groovy script. You know, now these are the common steps which are also holding a piece of code which is in Groovy. Otherwise, this would have become a full coding setup now. That is why they have managed to keep the most common and repeatable steps into a Groovy script. Palette option. That is called a palette option. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
And the reason we use Groovy script only because there is no standard palette option for our requirement. If there is any rare case in which you have to do some different kind of logic. So it's not a common logic. That is why they haven't created a standard palette option of that. Got it? In that case, you create your own working function that with the help of Groovy script. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
I hope that got to you. Now, copy paste is the very common step. Now, when I click copy, something in the backend might be having a code of copy, right? We don't know. So now, when I click copy, what should happen? I'm teaching you first palette option. I created this and I just clicked on copy. What will happen? It will be copied. Clear?
Clear.
And when I do paste, it will be paste. So there is nothing to teach anything in this too. This is simply a copy paste. Well, if you have something here, a content modifier logic, from where you have to copy that and paste it here, you use copy paste.
Okay.
Got this? Did you got this
Yeah,
palette?
got it.
After that, there is participants. There are two participants. One is a sender, which we already have used here, and one is a receiver, which we already have used here. Again, these are piece of codes which you know in the backend. Just they have made easy for us to understand by these pictures. Right?
Yeah.
Now, when I double click on this, and I will see what exactly is this. Okay. Now, this is a sender. So what properties you see? Do you see any configurations? Just a name, right?
Yes.
So again, it is also for a representation purpose, just for the sake of understanding. It's nothing to do with and connecting systems altogether. Let me tell you now. You can change it to school management system if you want. Okay.
Okay.
school management system or sender, whatever you wanted to keep, you just can keep. And as I said, that school management system here will connect to CPI. That is called adapters. These are called adapters. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me take HTTPS adapter. Then see HTTPS adapter called this much settings. The name. Now you see the protocol is what?
HTTPS.
Right, HTTPS. Now again you will see OData here. OData is also an API which we all know. SAP uses that a lot. What is the protocol?
HTTP.
The same thing again. So your question would be that now, can I use a OData API using HTTPS adapter? Yes, you can. Then why do you specifically use OData? Because they have managed to keep the things easy in that, basically, to filter the query, to get the pull, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you see any other mail, so we all know mail has only 2 3 protocol: SMTP, POP, POP3, IMAP4, IMAP3.
Yeah.
These are protocols. If you use Salesforce, since it's a common setup, they have already given the direct APIs of Salesforce.
Mm-hmm.
But now Salesforce is also working on API. You can use HTTP as well, right?
Okay.
So this is kind of architecture. Now, if I use Salesforce and see what kind of transport protocol is this, that
HTTPS.
is, then why Salesforce? Because they have just given here the options what they already need. No nonsense different than this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
But everything is fundamentally based on HTTPS only.
HTTPS. HTTP.
If a cloud system is now, Ariba is SAP systems only, right?
Yeah.
Again,
Mm.
it's a cloud-based system. It's using API, but it is SAP. It says we are OData, but protocol is what?
HTTPS.
Right. But here the steps are different. That is why they just have given the options which are absolutely necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Where in HTTPS that you have to figure out, on your own. Got it?
Okay. So here typically works like basically based on the requirement, we choose the protocol.
Yeah.
We can
That
either
is
choose
your
the.
call.
Mhm.
If someone gives you to say, Anurag, we have to do Salesforce integration, the first thing in your mind would come up HTTPS only. But then you'll come and see, okay, SAP people has launched a success factor Salesforce adapter as well. Why don't I use that?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, you don't have to say, oh, Prathamesh didn't taught me this thing. Because
Mm-hmm. Okay.
eventually lots of adapter is going to come,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, participants, that this is for the purpose of connecting the adapters only. There is no specific purpose of these things. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it.
So far we did 4. Now there is a concept called processes. Today I will take only these 3. If you are not loaded now, can I take this?
Yeah,
Because
you
it's
can,
super important. Huh?
you can, you can.
Okay, I will take it now. When did you last done coding? How many years back?
Long back in the college, but I was not that interested in coding. Uh, but I can
Okay.
understand.
Yeah,
To
definitely.
code
I
again, I
will
need
make
to
you
get back
understand.
the
That's not
syntax.
a problem for me.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a software. Someone has made this software. And here are some options. Let me write. Add some of students in class. This is another option. Some of what would I write?
benches or classrooms.
Perfect. Benches we can do. So this is a software in that there are two options on the top bar. Okay. Chaitanya, Anurup, sorry.
No.
Some of students in a class and some of benches, or there are n number of such features where we have to do some of something. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Or one thing, some of girls and boys,
Okay.
some of these, someone. Okay, now this is the software which is given to school. Okay.
Yeah.
In that, what is the thing is, there are so many options. You know, in our phone we have options like this, apps like this, different apps,
Yeah.
right? So this is the one kind of option. For example, this is the option one that calculate the sum of fees one, same one and same two. This is one option. In our software, there are only two features for now. Understand? Clear?
Mm-hmm.
What happens here is sum of semester one fees and semester two fees. When I click on this kind of interface will open. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the output will be shown here. Here, whatever is the value will be shown here. So when
Okay.
once I click sum of fees one, semester sum of fees of semester one, someone would write 15,000. Then the student, in sem two, that same student paid 14,000. So what is and when I click on calculate, the option will come here like 29,000, right?
Yes. Yes.
And a receipt will be generated and issued to that person. This kind of software is this.
Mm-hmm.
Sum of boys and girls. Classroom teacher will put 50 boys, girls, 50 boys. Again, he'll calculate 100, answer will come.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The reason to show you this was simple because you see how the developer will develop this software. How a developer would do this? They will create something like this. One second. Let me take help of AI so we don't waste time. I'm teaching you everything so by making things lengthy, but I want you to understand. That is why. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good example we got here. So somehow someone would develop the code. Okay. And this will be like this. Okay, understand. So developer, what he'll do, he'll create a screen. He will create two options. And in these two options, if you notice, Anurup, right, there is a sum of fees, sum of two fields basically. It doesn't matter what exactly is those fields, but
Yeah.
there is something a sum of two numbers, right? For example, to create a sum of two numbers, it takes 10 lines, 10 lines of code.
Yeah.
But again, the sum of girls and boys also similar kind of setup. Again, he will write 10 lines of code. So total 20 lines of code is here. For example, understand if in that program, there are 10 such program, 10 such things where we have to calculate sum of any two things. So it would be repeatable, na, that time for that number of times. So in that case, the code will become lengthy and heavy and slow in processing. Got it?
Yes, yes.
That is why there are things called options. There are things called functions, wherein what we do is we create a simple function, only once code. Ki baba, addition of two numbers. Only one function we create, addition of two number as a payload option, which I said. And in that you have to always pass two things. So it might be the fees, it might be the quantity of girls and boys, it might be anything in the future. But the function is only of 10 lines. And no matter 1,000 times if your program is asking him, it can be called just within 10 times. So the program will be fast. Got it? Did you understand?
Yeah, got it.
So the same way, our main program here is what is our integration flow. This is our main program. But for example, here, understand, if you have to make sum of two numbers 4 or 5 times in this whole program, would you do this every time? Would you every time make a Groovy script here 5 times?
No, I use the console.
No, that is why you'll use a local integration process. This is your addition of code function. Addition function. And you'll call it from here. So here will be addition. So every time when you wanted to call addition, you'll call from here. And what is exception sub process? Exception sub process is nothing but the error thing. If here someone put your name instead of numbers, they put something different, which is not at all expected. So we get an error in the system, na?
Yes.
So this is for error. To throw errors, this is called exception sub process. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
And the integration process is our main code, the main coding which we are going to do. Clear? In detail about this, how do we use that? I will not make it loaded. We'll put this for tomorrow's class.
Okay.
But till now, understand what is the things, and definition wise, you understand.
Is that local integration for process workflow is a kind of local variable in the program?
Global variable.
It's a global variable. So wherever the flow
As a
is
function,
there,
which can be used throughout the whole program.
Okay, okay.
Now, if you see here, SAP has launched 774 standard integration templates, which are very common. Okay, let's see something so you'll understand. Anything, any one thing. Okay, now here is something. There is a company called Price FX. It's a non-SAP company. I don't know. Price FX. Okay. So this is a company from Czech Republic. What they do is to adjust the margin of the product. See, companies, what they do, they acquire raw material and accordingly they decide their pricing, na? Always.
Yeah.
if any companies who are working in market sensitive raw material like copper, aluminium, their prices keep on changing, no? So also their selling price, they must keep on changing. So if you have any company who is using SAP and your product depends on the market conditions, and every hour, for example, you have to change the pricing. So this software helps automatically adjusting your pricing and margin.
So it
Okay.
gets the data from real-time data from the commodity
Yeah,
price
markets. And accordingly,
the,
your margin it's adjust in the SAP. So this is their platform.
okay, okay.
Now, for example, here they give you you should sell in this time. In their dashboard, you understand, okay, you should sell today at this price. But again, you have thousands of product in SAPs. Who is going to change that in real
Mhm.
time? No one, no, it's too much. So they have launched a standard integration project, a standard integration template here. We'll see what is that.
Okay.
Let me open that. So again, it's a package. In that package, there are 62 artifacts.
So the developer gives all the documentation and the overview, uh, how to use
Actually,
it.
this is standard templates. If this thing is reusable, that is why these people might have already developed this. But it's not sure. Now you will be getting something different. Anyways, we don't know.
Mhm.
So let's open something.
But we can backtrack the solution, right?
Repeat
How
again.
we
Actually, here is so much noise now. That is why I'm not able to hear properly.
Okay, okay. But we can backtrack the solution which they have provided, how feasible
Oh,
they have
yeah,
provided.
definitely we can do. But please do not depend on that. Use your brain. If we keep on relying on this kind of setups now, we
Mm-hmm.
reduce our thinking capacity.
Yes, yes, yes.
Even AI is going to help me. I know that. I still prefer to think on my own. Then only I'll go to AI.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see something. I'm opening some iFlow which would be easy for you to understand. Okay, this is good. Fetch condition records from price FX. The price FX is giving us prices of the products which we should keep on some hourly basis or daily basis. We don't know. So what is this integration? Call price FX from SAP to check the current pricing of the market, what we should keep. Correct?
okay.
I will open this iFlow for you. Don't confuse with, oh, this is so small. There are so many big iFlows. This is so small. So exceptions a process they have used. What does it mean? Whenever is a error, you just throw it, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Now you can see here, sender is sending something, routing is being happening. You know, price FX. We are calling price FX from here. Got it?
Yeah.
Then this data we are sending it to SAP. You see here.
So we need
Somehow
to
they
be
haven't
very,
used
very
any
confident
functions.
of using this palette function.
Everything they
Everything.
have done on palettes only.
Mhm.
Invoicing. Let me show you if there is anything. The GST example which I gave it to you.
Mhm.
See how big is this iFlow. I have done this 4 or 5 times. See, these are what? These are functions. Got it? XML to
Mhm.
JSON conversion. They might have got a chance to convert it 4 or 5 times. So they haven't used XML to JSON converter here in the main template. What they have done? They have created a standard function. So whenever there is a need, they'll just put the data here
Well,
and get a converted value.
okay.
So this is how they have created so many functions.
Mhm.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
I want you to do homework, which is understand the definitions. That's the thing. Okay.
Okay.
And write this stuff. Do this only so far. Definition, please write, sir, properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So for today, this much is okay.